Hi everyone. Here's another example of graphing a quadratic function in intercept form, if you need it. First thing I should notice is that there's no number in front of the two factors, and that means that the a value is positive 1. So I know my parabola is going to open upward, and I also know that the shape is normal. There's not going to be any vertical stretch or compression for this. Next, we want to use the zero product rule to find our zeros. So we'll take both of the factors, x plus 3 and x minus 5, and set both of those equal to 0. And when we solve, we get x equals negative 3 and x equals 5. Either by plotting them on the graph or taking the average of the two numbers, we can find that the axis of symmetry is halfway between those two numbers. So negative 3 plus 5 is positive 2, and positive 2 divided by 2 is 1. I also know now that my axis of symmetry is going to be the vertical line x equals 1. In order to figure out how high or low the vertex is going to be on the axis of symmetry, we substitute x equals 1 into the function. Again, following order of operations, we should do whatever's inside the parentheses first. So this will be 4 times negative 4, which will be negative 16. I also know that my domain is going to be from negative infinity to positive infinity. And because this is an upward opening parabola, I'm going to have a range from negative 16 to positive infinity. And I also know that negative 16 is going to be a minimum value. Now that everything's filled out, let's just plot our points. So I can draw my axis of symmetry. I can draw my two zeros, which are at x equals negative 3 and x equals 5 on the x-axis. I'll also draw my vertex at 1, negative 16, and then just connect the 3 points for my u, and then I am done. Notice again that the parabola opens right side up, so common sense check, it does. It's symmetric about the axis of symmetry. It has the two zeros that it's supposed to have at negative 3, 0 and 5, 0. And notice it's a normal looking parabola, not taller or shorter than you would expect it to be. So now that you've seen a couple examples, now it's really time for you to go do some practice.